right, Samantha, this is a fun place. What made you bring us here today?
So we're at Duckfoot, and my friend used to work here, and they're coming up on their 4-year anniversary. So I thought it would be a great time for us to come and check it out. I've come here so much over the last 4 years, and it's really just a fun place. What makes it different is that it's gluten-free. So a lot of people come here that know that, but a lot of people don't. That, you know, the beer industry, they're like, I can't drink beer.
Yeah.
But this place actually caters to that, and it's really cool. So I wanted to have us come check it out.
Cool.
And I brought Garrett along with me.
That's very interesting because usually I feel like people that want gluten-free options, they get what, 2 or 3 options? Like these
Right.
are gluten-free options, and now it's like everything is gluten-free. So
There are so many more options.
and I love the setup and the whole design of this place. You know, that industrial feel from the outside, right?
It's super fun. Yeah, it's open, it's comfortable, it's a cool place to come with your friends on a weeknight after work or on the weekend day, enjoy weekend beer here and hang out.
It gets loud. I mean, you can have
Yeah,
fun.
it's fun.
Yeah,
It's super fun.
It's a fun atmosphere. People
They
come
have
here
games,
for trivia.
yeah.
I mean, it's an open warehouse. It's that open vibe, and that
cool.
everything's modern now. So it's a fun feel.
So today we're going to meet with Matt.
Okay.
He's going to tell us a little bit about the history, just about what they have going on right now, how they've expanded since opening, and then we're going to send Garrett in the back
Yep.
and figure out how a little bit of the beer is made.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's
So let's
do
go.
it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's go meet
Taking
Matt.
my beer with me.
Alrighty. Originally, Duckfoot was going to be just a craft brewery, just like any other craft brewery around here.
Right.
And then somewhere along the way, I ended up getting diagnosed with celiac disease. So it's stalled the process of getting Duckfoot open.
Can't drink beer.
Yeah, exactly. And then my wife was instrumental, and she said, well, you know, instead of bailing on your idea and your passion, why don't you figure out how to make a good gluten-free beer? So we had to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to get that done. And luckily, this enzyme came to market, and which basically allowed us to take the same beers that we were working on and add this enzyme and break down the gluten protein so that all of the beers still taste like craft beer, but people with celiac disease or gluten-free diets could then drink that beer. We were the first in San Diego to bring that to market as an entire brewery and give everybody that had those issues an experience that they were missing. So in 2015, when we opened up, we were doing every beer festival we could, and the questions were always like, Duckfoot, I've never heard of you, where are you guys from?
Yeah.
And now when we go to beer festivals, people know our different beer names, and they'll say, oh, Duckfoot, I love the Duckzilla, or I love the Drink This or the Bees Die. And
Totally.
they actually, know
Yeah.
certain, beers, and it's really rewarding. Every year, the anniversary party, which we're coming up on right now, is like the one time a year where we look back and we're like, holy cow, look what everything just happened,
Yeah.
Take a breath.
We're invited to the
See,
anniversary
yes.
party, right, Matt?
Yes, of course. Yes.
I did the first
So
and second.
July 27th
Okay.
is going to be the anniversary party this year.
Okay.
So we're
So
celebrating
fun.
4 years,
So cool.
and we have some awesome news, right? So we are going to release our triple IPA. It's actually going to be a quad
Killer.
this year because we're
Okay.
in our 4th year. So,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
so it's going to be Ducks in Space.
Ducks
Okay.
in space.
Okay. Yeah, this place is so much fun. It brings a lot of people. I think they're here for the fun and the beer, of course. And I believe we're going to see how this brewing process happens, right, with Garrett in the
Yeah,
back?
for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
let's go down and check
Do a
that out.
process.
All right.
Yep.
I'll stay here.
I keep
and drink
taking
the
this
beer.
wherever I
You
go,
got it.
so I'm headed right there with you.
Cool. Do it. So Matt, you brought us here. Show us how your beer's made. How does this work? We get to use real brewing ingredients, and that's why our beer tastes like beer. So this is a version of barley that we use. This, just like all the other craft breweries in San Diego, we use the best ingredients, but our magic comes from that enzyme that we use. So this is a gluten content, right? But with the enzyme, it breaks down that gluten, so our gluten-free friends out there can all try our beer. So
I'm curious, when do you introduce that enzyme in the process? Do you introduce that enzyme early in the process, or after you've already brewed the beer? Or how does that work?
Yeah, so the enzyme is added right when we add the yeast. So it's at the beginning of fermentation.
Okay.
So we take the beer making process through the normal steps, and then the additional step is adding that enzyme at the beginning of fermentation. And the quality control, and this is really important, and this is why I think the community really trusts Duckfoot, is that we test every single batch. So there are a lot of companies that have started to try to use that enzyme, but the quality control is a little loose. What we do is we test every batch and make sure that it's safe before it goes to market, so that any customer knows that there's never going to be an issue. They're never going to have a problem with our beer.
Were you particular on knowing that every single beer was going to be gluten-free, or did you ever consider maybe making them not gluten-free, or?
Great question. So what we wanted to do was make all of the beers safe so that any customer out there doesn't have to worry about it. Any customer buys Duckfoot, they know that it's going to be safe for them to drink. Because of that, it's given us a great niche, and people respect that about our brand. So,
yeah. Do you guys only brew in this location, or do you brew in your other locations around San Diego?
This is the only location we brew, but we have a gluten-free restaurant down in the East Village, which is 4 blocks from the baseball stadium.
Oh.
And then the other great news is Carl Strauss just signed a deal with us to take care of our distribution, and they're going to take Duckfoot all the way up to Los Angeles and as far east as Palm Springs now. So
wow.
we have a huge year ahead of us as far as growth goes.
I heard you guys are getting into Petco too as well. Is that?
Yeah, that just happened. Okay. So yeah, there's all this great
Congratulations.
news. Yeah, I can't. It's good. It's a good year, time of year to have all this success happening, right? At celebrating our 4th anniversary. So
Yeah, absolutely.
really excited about it. It's a great team, best bunch of brewers we've ever worked with. The whole company is firing on all cylinders, so it's great.
It's amazing.
Well, definitely,
We
it's
enjoy
something
it.
that's close to your heart that you put a passion in, and I think that's what brings everybody here. Someone who's not a beer drinker, I think beer's in my future now.
I think
Appreciate
you became
it.
one. Yeah, absolutely. Cheers.
All right,
Thank you guys for coming.
Yes.
Thank you for this. Appreciate it.
Hey, Jesse.
Bonnie, hey, it's good
Well,
to see
thanks
you.
for meeting me for lunch.
Well, this is an easy one of our favorite spots.
Right?
Yeah.
With our Mexican heritage, I think we get a little picky with our Mexican cuisine.
We do.
But this one checks all the boxes.
It sure does.
But me and surprises, today we get to meet with Mr. Vega himself to see all his successes for Hacienda de Vega.
A little bit of the behind the scenes today.
Yeah.
Well, let's go eat.
Yes. Alonso, you've done such a beautiful job with Hacienda de Vega. It's
Thank
a
you.
pleasure to even have the opportunity to talk to you over your delicious food.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you for having me.
So I know Jesse and we love coming here, but a lot of people don't know how much love and passion actually went to starting this.
Or history.
History,
Yeah.
16 years ago.
It's been a long road. We started the restaurant in 2003 in the city of Escondido. And at the very beginning, it was a complete family affair. Mom, dad, my brothers, my wife and I have been doing this for about 16 years.
And a lot's changed and not changed, right? So you really love keeping the tradition and your roots and history spread throughout your restaurants and in your food.
Right. From the very beginning, it was our intention to bring a lot of what makes family culture, or Mexican culture, very family-centric. A lot of what happens in Mexico in a family happens around the dinner table. And the food is one of the very most important things about our gatherings.
Absolutely.
Right? So all our recipes are original family recipes dating back generations. We've evolved over the years. We've brought in some customer favorites, but most of our food has remained unchanged from the very beginning.
I love that you're true to your roots, right? The hacienda itself being the center of families in Mexican culture, and you're bringing that history to the table here in San Diego.
Yes, that was our intention from the very beginning. And we represent the different areas of Mexico throughout our food. We have foods from the coast. We have a lot of fish and a lot of seafood on our menu. We have some foods from the Yucatan Peninsula, but it's very centric to Mexico City, where my family is originally from.
And I know a lot of people, I mean, being in San Diego, north of the border, a lot of times people think of Mexican food as just the, you know, the cheesy, the heavy. But in reality, there's so many wonderfully, you know, multifaceted foods south of the border, and you were able to capture that and bring those flavors here.
Right. We go through a lot of painstaking efforts to bring some of the original ingredients. We import some of our mole sauces. We have a lot of dried chilies, which go into making a lot of the more complex sauces in our dishes. Even our cheeses. Our cheeses are cheeses that are traditional to Mexico, which Mexican food has a strong Spanish influence. So we have some manchego cheeses, some cotija cheeses, but never anything that you find in other restaurants that's, you know, cheddar cheeses or yellow cheeses.
Right, yes.
Well, that attention to detail, I mean, it comes through in the plate. I mean, it's just delicious. It's one of the reasons why we keep coming back here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And this isn't your only location, right? You originally started in Escondido.
We did. We started in Escondido in 2003. In 2017, we shut the doors in Escondido, and we started getting this location ready, which is in Encinitas Rancho Santa Fe border. And we also have a location in Carlsbad that opened in 2015.
I mean, the ambiance, you scored this spot here. The food, the drinks, all we need is a little bit of live music, but you do that too.
We do that too. We have live music at both locations.
Okay.
At our Carlsbad location, we have large-scale live music bands. You know, people that like to dance and party the night away. In this location, we have more of an acoustic take on our live music. We have single players, and we have duos and trios that play around the fire pits in the evenings on Fridays and Saturdays.
A little something for everybody.
Well, I've been looking at this beautiful presentation, feeling this beautiful breeze. I think it's time we have a little bit of food and maybe head in and check out the ambiance in there.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Enjoy. Buen provecho.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. We had the opportunity to talk to Alonso and go over all of the amazing cuisine that's offered at Hacienda de Vega, but now we hear that you're the best mixologist in all the land, right?
It's true.
I love it. Favorite place in the restaurant? The bar. Tell us what you got.
We're gonna be making one of my favorite cocktails on the menu. We do a play on an old fashioned, but we switch out the bourbon for tequila.
Wow.
Today we're gonna be using Maestro Dobel Añejo. I've turned many non-tequila believers into introducing them into this wonderful spirit and having them understand there's many ways to drink it and enjoy it.
Well, you get your traditional margarita, right? But this is, I'm sure, a special traditional margarita for you and how you make your
Very much
ingredients.
so. We actually use our Dobel Diamante in this. They were the first tequileria to blend tequila together. It has a reposado, añejo, and extra añejo.
I like it. Well, I'm ready for the tequila old fashioned.
Tequila old fashioned.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I'm going to take a drink while you're making that one.
Please do.
So how long have you been here with Hacienda de Vega?
I've been here going on almost 8 years now. I started in the Escondido location. I work full-time in Carlsbad and then a couple days over here as well.
Right, just a fantastic job, I'm sure. So you, see a lot of different clientele coming in, some for margaritas, wine, beer, you name it, you guys have it all.
We have it all, and it's all about picking the customer's brain and figuring out exactly what cocktail is going to best suit them.
Now, I love tequila, but I'm a big beer guy, and I hear you guys have over 24 taps of beer at your Carlsbad location, right?
Yes, we do. A lot of local breweries. They're all within the Carlsbad community. just 3 or 4 miles. There's a lot of breweries, and we'll rotate the 24 taps. We try to keep it as local as possible.
Yeah, I love that you really stayed true to what Carlsbad has to offer too. So breweries are very hot right now, and the local breweries, and you were able to bring those and combine with the cultures of Hacienda de Vega.
Absolutely, and we still also branch out and we do craft beer from Mexico. So even at this location and our other location, we have cervecerias from Tijuana.
It's quite the variety.
But keeping it very small and local, whether it's across the border or here.
Absolutely in love already. So I think we should do a big cheers to Hacienda de Vega, all their beautiful culture, and to the best mixologists in all the land.
Thanks, James.
Cheers, guys.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm good. How are
Great
you?
to see you again. I'm doing awesome.
All right. Well, you ready to head on in?
Let's go on
All
in.
right.
Come on.
Mark, we're at one of the most premier coffee places in San Diego. How did you find this place?
You know, Bird Rock Coffee Roasters has been here since 2006.
Okay.
And believe it or not, my dry cleaners is right next door. It's called Lily's. Kevin and Kathy, big shout out to them. They've been here 27 years. So I dropped off my laundry one day and I peeked around. I saw like the buzz. It was like there's people sitting everywhere hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck is that place? So I rolled up, coffee shop, and been coming here ever since for probably 8 years.
Yeah, nice. So it kind of seems that it fits the vibe of Bird Rock. You can go to some place right next door, you're dry cleaning, get your coffee. Would you say that captures what Bird Rock is all about?
You know, it's funny. Bird Rock has made a lot of strides over the years. I mean, it really equals family and means family. I mean, my kids go to school at Bird Rock Elementary, which is right up the street.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we'll drop them off. All of the dads or moms will come down and we'll just stop here, have a cup of coffee, chat about it. But I mean, literally, its walkability is just amazing. You're close to the water, you're close to parks, you have shops, restaurants, you know, anything you want. So it's cool, yeah.
I love it. And what I love about this place is it's not just, you can drop off the kids and come get coffee, but you can also bring them here too, because it looks like they have a children's play area over there. They have some art as well. It looks like they support the community as well.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I bring my kids here all the time and they hang out and usually the toys are all over the floor, but you know, we clean that stuff up. But I mean, it's one of those things that they support local artists. I mean, they have music every once in a while, events like that. And it's really cool because I've actually talked to the owner a little bit, and his main goal is like going organic and going green and just giving back to the community, but also giving back to the growers of the coffee and the roasters and stuff like that. So it's a really cool community. It's fun. It's awesome.
I love it. I know. I love these unique coffees that we have here. I have the horchata, and if you know, Bird Rock is in, you know, San Diego, which is all about the horchata, the burritos.
Yeah.
It captures everything that San Diego's about. So I'm really excited about that.
They're delicious.
Yeah. So we can get around pretty much all of Bird Rock in a golf cart.
You got it.
So I heard you have one.
That's kind of my main mode of transportation. When I'm not showing clients $1 million houses, well, although I have showed in the golf cart, it's actually worked out really well. But it's one of those things that, I mean, this area right around here, they put in these roundabouts throughout Bird Rock because people used to kind of pick their speed up and whatnot. And now it's fun because you'll see the bob strollers, you see people cruising, you'll see all kinds of people walking and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they also do the nice crosswalk. So it's easy to cruise around. But yeah, golf cart, it's legit, it's legal.
I love it. At first, I will admit, I was a little annoyed by the roundabouts because, you know, when you want to go somewhere, you want to go. But I love that it kind of allows you to look to see that there's a shop every other door that has character and personality. That's why I pass by this place all the time, and this is my first cup of coffee here.
Really?
I'm really excited about, but I'm excited to get in your golf cart and see all the places we get to explore in this neighborhood.
You got it, that's awesome. And you'll be back for that another cup of horchata.
Yeah, I'm taking this cup. Let's go.
Me too. Later.
Mark, we are in the golf cart. So how did you even get started? Like, what made you want to be like, I need to get a golf cart?
You know, it's funny. I love golfing.
Okay.
And one of the most fun things about golfing is cruising the golf cart.
Okay.
And so one of my friends had one of these, and I'm like, man, are those street legal? He's like, yep. As long as you are anywhere 35 miles per hour and less,
Right.
you can cruise a golf cart. So I got one. The kids love it. I love it. I mean, it's my go-to. I'll park the car on the weekend, and we'll literally just cruise the golf cart. They might be yes, they might be no, but I don't care. I'm like, we got blankets, let's go. Come on.
The answer for me would always be yes.
Yeah. How cool is this?
I love it.
This is Calumet Park, and this is what I was talking about. I mean, it's literally open space that's amongst all these awesome houses. They do like weddings here.
Uh-huh.
They do yoga.
Okay.
And I mean, a lot of people just come down here and hang out, you know?
I can
mean,
see
look at this.
myself hanging out here.
Yeah.
I was looking at the grass area because sometimes you want to find certain places. I know when I work out, you don't want to be delved into the sand and the beach. This is perfect.
Yeah.
It's not crowded. We were literally able just to roll up to the sidewalk. Didn't have to look for parking. That's what Bird Rock's all about.
Yeah.
So we're at the park. Tell us about this neighborhood specifically, right where the park is.
I mean, I kind of told you a little bit, they have all kinds of fun stuff here at the park. But I've actually sold a bunch of properties up and down this and sold the Gellens. I sold one to a friend of mine that lives literally on Chelsea Street,
Okay.
which is the next street up. I'll call him up, hey man, surf check. He's like, all right, cool. He'll walk down to this park, check it. Nope, we're not surfing, or yes, get over here now. So, I mean,
Perfect.
it's just fun. It's an awesome spot.
I love it. And you were starting to show me you can walk down to the water from here, correct?
It's a little crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a trail that goes down there right past that sign. And it's one of those things that it's a natural trail. There's no steps or anything. Usually we'll wear booties when we go out because this
Okay.
is a rocky beach.
Yeah.
I don't know if it rocky beach. But it getting down and getting back is a little challenging, but it's fun. I wouldn't recommend it for kids. Like my kids haven't been down there yet.
Okay.
But it's a good spot.
I love it.
Yeah.
So you can do yoga here, you can work out here, you can do surfing here,
Yeah.
and there's open space, so you don't have to work for it.
I mean,
you know?
yeah, a lot of people just come here and chill. Like, I'll see people out here doing meditation, they'll be relaxing, they're just kind of having a good time. I mean, people reading books. We just saw a cute little lady walk out with her dog, and the dog actually ran right down there. He's like, all right, yeah, that's my park, what's up?
We have the sun, we have the park, we have the water, everything that San Diego's all about right here in Bird Rock.
Can't beat it, huh? San Diego at its finest. I love it.
Exactly. Let's continue to just explore what this San Diego living's all about.
I got you, let's go.